Hello, Capricorns, and welcome to DQ Tarot, and welcome to your January 2020 reading. I know it's a little bit late, but we're going to have some fun with it, guys. There's just so much happening astrologically this year. I highly recommend going to check out the 2020 readings. I'm not sure if yours will be up yet. I'm going to go through all the Januaries, and then I'll get back to the 2020 readings because they're a bit longer and contain a lot more information. So keep an eye out for that for your sun, moon, and rising. And if you haven't, do make sure to subscribe. Check out your dailies. Check out the eclipse and full moon readings I do. And yeah, let's see here what we got coming in for you guys this month. We'll talk a little bit about the astrology, but this is actually going to be a much shorter monthly read than I normally do, just because it's been such a crazy start to the year. And with the 2020 reads having so much information, I feel like a lot was covered in those. Let's talk about it. The sun's in your sign, obviously, so happy birthday, my lovely Capricorns. Happy birthday. On December 4th, we had Mars moving into Sagittarius, into your 12th house, so it's a lot of energy going into meditation, the quiet side of life, wanting to connect with source here. On the 10th of December, which I actually just did a reading for, we had the lunar eclipse in Cancer, lunar eclipse full moon in Cancer, and that's going to be in your 7th house. So that's all relationships, how you look at them. If you're not happy with something emotionally, we're going to be ending blossoming relationships, restructuring them. If something hasn't been working, you will move off of that path and onto the right one. So, and again, eclipses, that energy lasts for 6 months. So pay attention for the next 6 months. It's going to be about relationships and really focusing on what you're not happy with and how to nurture and bring the happiness and love that you want into your love life. 12th of December, we have a Saturn-Pluto conjunction, which is going to be all about taking your power here and not being a victim. It's going to be a lot of brand new perspectives on where we need to really feel empowered, where we need to cut back on commitments and responsibility that aren't appropriate anymore. What are our priorities, or what we're going to be asking ourselves? They're going to be focusing also on new projects, relationships, home. December 13th, 14th, we have Venus moving into Pisces, into your 3rd house, so maybe meeting new people, creating new connections. On the 16th, 17th of December, we have Mercury moving into Aquarius in your 2nd house of money and stability. We have on the 20th, 21st, we have the sun moving out of your sign and into Aquarius in your 2nd house as well. And then the 24th, we have a new moon in Aquarius in your 2nd house of money and values. So we could be, again, having all this really new, all this really great new opportunities, new situations in terms of money, financial opportunities, gifts, and really wanting to create new value in terms of money and in terms of our stability here. Even within yourself as well, you want to feel good enough, okay? So, let's see how this month plays out. We're using my brand new deck that I actually got from my wonderful friend Friley. My wonderful friend Riley, who gave me this wonderful Muka deck here. And actually, he's a Capricorn. So thank you, Riley. I hope you see this and that I'm using your deck here. I love it so much. It's a Muka deck. I love Alphonse Muka. I love collecting artist decks. We move some of these other things out of the way here. For some reason, this deck is over here, and it does not need to be. So let's check this out here. Yeah, we got a lot of decks around the table. It's been a busy few days, guys. So let's check it out. These are going to be shorter again than normal, like I said. So let's see how it goes here. Wow. Okay. Capricorn. Oh my. I think we're going to leave it there. This is really good. And again, these are going to be shorter than normal, so I'm not going to go too heavy deep into things or anything like that. But this is a really good month for you. Your first 2 cards out here are the King of Pentacles and Strength. Let's talk about them one at a time, though. The King of Pentacles is such a beautiful card in this deck. He's holding up this wonderful pentacle. Again, it's that earth sign energy, that very developed earth sign energy of being abundant. Sometimes I see him as, obviously the sign of Taurus, as kings are usually supposed to be the fixed signs, but it doesn't always necessarily mean that. This is you getting to, again, that more developed, more stable, more secure part in your life here, where you're feeling not only secure in your physical reality, but you want to bring security, money, abundance. You are ready to make some big moves here. You're ready to do what it takes here, it feels like, to get where you want. You've been through probably a lot of obstacles, have been tested, and I don't know, I just feel like there's a great strengthening in terms of your decisions and in terms of your values and what you bring to the table here this month. You're like, no, I can do this and I've got this here, like, and it's gonna be fine. Because the King of Pentacles doesn't worry about money. He doesn't have to worry about how he's gonna get it if he's got the skills, the talents, the backing here. It's just so. And your energy this month is very King of Pentacles. You've got it under wraps and you know it. So strength comes in here next. Card of courage, self-mastery. What do you now have the strength and courage, you know, also the financial and material backing here with that King of Pentacles to move forward on? What have you been trying to overcome here? We see this girl and she's, you know, obviously with a lion, as it usually shows and depicts here, but strength is such a wonderful, beautiful card here of courage, of being able to have this really personal sense of perseverance here, that you've overcome. You overcome a lot here. You've grown. There's been a lot, again, of self-mastery, overcoming aspects of yourself and of your life here that have probably brought you down in the past. Aspects of, you know, maybe in terms of depression, in terms of I can't do this, or not having the energy, not having the ability to follow through on something, and you put in a lot of effort. It's a very matured sense that you're stepping into here in January 2020, and you have earned it. You have been through a lot of lessons, again, of self-mastery and growth, whatever that might mean to you. For me, it's mastering these aspects of ourselves that, tend to bring out the worst in us, and also giving ourselves love with a gentle hand instead of hating on ourselves and hating ourselves all through the journey in terms of, I'm not exactly where I want to be, so I'm going to be mean to myself right now and I'm going to be disappointed. Instead, you're looking at, your accomplishments and you're like, wow, I have really changed. I have really grown. This is a time, again, where you're really looking back this month at, over the past few years, how have you grown? And, again, with Saturn in your sign here, that's really big. That only happens 1, 2, maybe 3 times within someone's life if they're lucky. And it's here to help you grow and stabilize and get ready for this next step here. You're going to be ready for it by the end of this year. Is what it feels like. So here in January 2020, you're really stepping into this empowered, powerful position. I have got real experience, real material stuff to bring to the table that's going to give it right back to me. It's going to give me a strong, sustainable, healthy life here. And these cards all came up upright, so I just want to say that as well. Like, that's not very usual. 4 of Wands is the next card out, right in the center here. Again, where we could be focusing on home and family and what that means to us. For me, the 4 of Wands is almost like this glass ceiling, or just beyond where we're at right now, where we want to be, is really how I see it as, your dream place, your dream home, your dream situation, family life, happy, relationship life, friends, just all of it. And for a lot of you, I do feel like this has to do with home and where you want to be, where you see yourself building that life. And do you have the strength and perseverance to get there? So if some of you are considering big moves, are considering stepping into this 4 of Wands, you're ready for it. If you think that you weren't ready to, get that big job, to make that big move, to celebrate, even like making these big moves and stepping into this energy here, it's like this month you're making really powerful decisions about where it is you want to go and what your goals are. Because again, 4 of Wands is kind of that like dream goal situation. What is your finish line? What is your dream finish line, and how are you going to step through that? We also get the Justice card here. Justice is so great with all of this, especially with the card that comes after it, which I'll tell you about in a second. But it just feels to me like we have, again, there's just like a real clarity in your decision making. Like, I now see things in a different light. I see things in a stronger way. I'm seeing both sides of a situation. I'm also seeing myself in the empowered role that I should have been seeing myself in maybe this whole time. You now see the truth of the matters. You can also really look at aspects of yourselves, like it's almost like you're looking at things about yourself in your life from almost an outside perspective in a very non-emotional way of, okay, I see this now and I need to change this, or okay, I see this now and it's time to make some changes moving forward. Justice is about the truth of the situation, the moral truth, the balancing out also, you know, what is really best for the situation, not, you know, what feels right, what's going to feel good in the moment. Justice is very much, you know, brings about this sense of proportion in yourself, and in life here, a sense that, you know, you are held accountable for your actions, so you will make decisions and put effort into these decisions that you're making, because again, there's a sense of responsibility and a grown sense of responsibility of taking on new challenges and just being very level-headed and ready for it this month. I really like it here. And then you get the, I believe this is supposed to be the Knight of Cups because he's on a horse here. And look at how happy he looks. He's got this horse that's laden with all this beautiful, I don't know, like horse decor. I don't know. He's got like all these crazy things that I'm just like, you know, these metal necklaces, these, you know, pretty rugs, or I don't know, blankets or something. He's looking decked out to the nines here. And the Knight of Cups isn't looking bad himself. He's got this big, beautiful cup and he's bringing it to you, you know, crossing the river here. So it could feel by the end of the month that we're having a lot of really wonderful energy, maybe in terms of relationships as well, that are coming in. A sense of falling in love in relationships, a sense of what is going to bring romance and life and sustenance back to this. And like, it's very dreamy, lovey quality. So to me, this kind of does speak about love and relationships, and the energy that we're putting into that right here is it better to be withholding? Is it better to be, you know, negative? Is it better to fight? Is it better to win in a situation and be very practical? Or is it better to, you know, chase those loving feelings and know that it's going to be okay? We could also be dealing with a Pisces, a Cancer, a Scorpio, or any type of love. So it doesn't have to be any of those signs, but, you know, there could be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, whatever. But this person that's coming in, or this love that's coming in, feels very refreshing, very dreamy, very magnetic, very, you know, Prince Charming-esque. I always see, you know, the Knight of Cups as very confident, very loving, very ready for a new beginning in terms of love, offering that big offer, you know, I love you, I have feelings for you, let's date, you know, this is what I think of you. It's all those wonderful soft words and soft energies that bring forth just this natural sense of love and life here. So let's pull some oracles. Your month is looking really good, or like at least the rest of January, because I know I'm a little bit late. Let's pull some oracles here. We're actually going to pull oracles from my brand new decks here. I have 2 new decks. We're going to do the Journey to the Goddess Realm, and then we're going to do also the Power deck by Lynn V. Andrews. Very nice. Let's start with the Power deck here. Very interesting deck. I've never seen it before. It's a gift from my friend Eden. So thank you, Eden. Shout out. I don't know if you'll be watching this because I don't think you are a Capricorn at all. Let's see. Capricorns for January 2020. Ooh, okay. Wow. All right. So, centering. Never leave your center. Center your bad points as well as your good. What is good and what is bad are most often purely relative. If you sense a weakness within yourself, explore it. It may become the source of your greatest strength. As you sit like a sacred Buddha amid the pandemonium in your life, always remember that the situation or person who has the ability to upset you the most, to pull you off center, is your greatest teacher in the process of centering. Such negativity can become your addiction. Center yourself in your power and release your need for constant distraction from your center. Oof, this really talks about meditation, about really, again, just centering yourself amidst all the things that feel chaotic, all the things that feel like they're changing and that don't feel comfortable. You have to center yourself on who you are. And I really feel with this kind of energy this month, these 3 major arcanas out of 5 cards, you're centered, you're ready, you're strong, you're seeing things in that enlightened way that your higher self has been asking you to see and asking you to live for probably a long time now, or for a long time now, because I've been reading for you guys for a while. All right, so let's move on now to the Journey to the Goddess Realm. We'll see what comes up there. For those in relationships, it's a really strengthened and loving time here. But again, you have to overcome any past, you know, negative patterns and behaviors. Stand up strongly and know that whatever you're stepping into, especially if it's a love situation this month, it's very balanced, very equal, and something really to celebrate and feel just harmonious, happy, and strengthened in. Center yourself within yourself, and this relationship becomes very much at ease. You have grown, so release old tendencies, release old fears. Ooh, okay. Ampharite, willpower. So we're going to look at her. What number is she? 3. Ampharite, willpower. What a babe. All right, so let's check it out. Greek sea goddess Ampharite is the queen of the sea. She lived happily with her sea nymph sisters until Poseidon, overwhelmed by her allure, desired to possess her. She refused him and fled to Atlas. Eventually, one of Poseidon's servants convinced Ampharite to marry him. She personifies the power of the sea, expressing her willpower through waves and storms. She can also be the gentle ebb and flow of the tide against the sand. Ampharite teaches you to channel your energy and direct it towards your objectives. Some projects will demand sheer will and determination. Others require calm focus. There's a lot of intense and mental focus, channeled strength, determination, harnessing your emotions into a more powerful and centered place this month. It's like you guys are like taking all that energy, all this change, and just like being that new person, but and just not letting anything get you. It's like such a centered, grounded, really good place for you guys this month. Things feel good. All right, so Capricorn, those are your messages. I hope you enjoyed them. Make sure to check out your other monthlies for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Make sure to check out the dailies, the new moon and eclipse readings that I do. And if you want to book a private reading, guys, all that information is right below this video in the description box. Have a wonderful and blessed rest of January. I'll see you guys in February. Namaste.